Hi friends, how are you all doing today? Hey, I hope you've had a wonderful day, and yay, there's sunshine outside my window. I just couldn't wait to just get in the sunlight and just enjoy it while we still have it. So how are you all doing? I really appreciate all the prayers. I am feeling so much better today, and I have a really wonderful video for you today. I really believe that it's going to help somebody, and I think you should take notes because I have some really good tips for you, because I am in my midlife and I have experienced burnout, and I don't want you to experience burnout. If you're new here, welcome to my channel, and if you are returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. And my name is Kelly, and why it's Coffee with Kelly is because I love coffee and I like to have coffee with friends. So you are my friend, so grab your coffee or your tea or whatever you like to drink and have a seat and let's hang out. So let's avoid some burnout, okay? Now, this can apply if you're younger than your midlife, but I'm talking mostly to us, 40 and up crowd, because we've had some experiences, haven't we? And we're getting exhausted. Ask me how I know this. This happened to me last week, actually. I was getting really burnt out myself. So I wanted to share with you what I have found to be very true in my path here. So, yeah. So I had to make some notes because I didn't want to forget to tell you these wonderful tips I have for you. And as we get older, I'm telling you, for myself, I have to remember these because I'm finding that I need more breaks more and more often than I used to. Can I get a witness? Are you there too? Yeah, I really need to be more intentional with avoiding burnout before it even creeps in. So the first one I have for you today, the first one that came to me, I want you to really focus in and listen to your body. Kelly, what do you mean by that? Well, I mean, if you're waking up in the morning, don't do what I used to do. I used to want to fast for a long time and skip my meal and just drink coffee first thing in the morning. Don't do that. It's not good for your body. You're going to dehydrate yourself. If you're hungry, first thing in the morning, before you have your coffee, I'm going to encourage you to have a tall glass of water. And if you can, don't have it super cold. Put a little lemon in there, but I wouldn't recommend having it super cold. A little bit on the warmer side, that's just easier on your body. And, if you're hungry, have something with protein, like some eggs or, some sausage or something with it. But just drink a lot of water, because what happens is if we go in straight away and we're drinking a lot of coffee, we're not getting nutrients to our bodies. And as we age, we really need those nutrients because we don't produce them as much, right? So, you really want to, concentrate on, upping that protein a little bit, drinking more water. And yeah, you can have your coffee. I love my coffee, but let's not break our fast using coffee. I just don't think that that's a good idea. So yeah, another tip too is when you're listening to your body, if you're feeling tired, rest. If you feel sick, call in sick to work. I had to do that last week. Maybe my boss wasn't happy with me, but I have to take care of me, because if I don't take care of me, I can't take care of anyone else. So that goes true for all of us. You have to say no sometimes. You have to call in sick to work. You have to, cancel plans. I had to cancel plans last weekend with a friend, and she was so understanding. I was just like, I'm not feeling good. I just needed to rest. So yeah, really, really listen to your body as you age, because if you push, you're going to get pneumonia. You're going to wear out. You're going to end up in the hospital. Ask me how I know any of this. I've been through stuff. So really, all this falls under number one, really listening to your body and taking care of your vessel. So yeah, number two, when that stress creeps in, I'm going to encourage you. Men, you can do this too, to book a massage, pedicure, anything to pamper yourself. Now, I'm going to say massage first, and here's why I say that. Because with a massage, I don't know if you've ever had one before, but with a massage, you just you're getting the stress out of your body. It's allowing yourself to relax. And they tell you too, after your massage, you drink a lot of water. For me as a woman, I would tell my, female viewers, I would recommend scheduling with a female massage therapist. I just feel more comfortable. That's just me. But, you got to do what works for you. But I would really look into a massage therapist. And that's why we go back to, budgeting. Budget, save up for a massage. And I really believe that that is so important. I think that insurance companies really should pay for that because I believe it's a necessity. If you've ever had a massage, you'll see why I say that, because it's just so good for you. It just gets all those toxins out of your body. You feel better and lighter and like rejuvenated. It's been a year since I've had one. I'm going to be booking one tomorrow because I am so ready for that. Oh, especially being January and cold out. So I'm going to really encourage you to schedule that massage, or if you want to do a pedicure, or just something to kind of spoil yourself. I don't count hair as spoiling yourself. That's a necessity. You have to have your hair done. So that doesn't count. I'm talking the extras, massage, pedicure, manicure, something like that, to just kind of spoil yourself. Because what do I say? If you don't take care of yourself, no one else is going to do that. So, that's number 2 on my list for you. Number 3. Yes, plan and book that vacation. You've wanted to do that. You've wanted to go here and there. Do it. Do it. That's why you budget, right? You save up for that vacation. I've been kind of whispering in Jeff's ear, hey, it's time to think about that vacation because, first of all, it's good mentally for you, something to look forward to. And it's nice to go somewhere you've never been. I mean, every time we plan a vacation, we really try to go somewhere we've never been before. And it's just so fun. I mean, it's not about the stuff. It's about the memories we make with the people we love. So I'm going to encourage you, just plan that vacation. Everything that I'm recommending to you, you might think, well, it sounds expensive. It doesn't have to be. You can find massage therapists that are cheaper. You can book a vacation that's not that far from your home. You can, do these things on a budget. Really, you can. Ask me how I know. And number 4, my 4th tip I have for you is super important, and that is to have a coffee date with a friend. It is so important, friends. If you want to have lunch, if you don't like coffee, just meet out and have time with a friend, because if you don't keep those friends in your lives and you don't keep that relationship going, you're going to be lonely, and I don't want that for you, and online is just so much. So if you don't have a close friend, maybe find groups in your area to meet friends. Maybe there's, a men's or a women's group that you can join. I don't know. You can always explore all this stuff. We live in an age where you can just, go on Facebook and you can do your research. But always, always have a friend in your life. That is so important. I encourage my husband, get out and have do something with a friend. It's so important. He has friends that he likes to go shooting with. And guys, you need that too, just as much as us women. We love to be together. I love to be with my husband, but he needs his friends and I need mine too. So that's what I'm going to encourage you to do this year, to have a buddy to just, call up. Hey, let's get together with over some coffee. It's been a while. Let's catch up. It's never too late, especially if it's been a while that you've done that. Let's get out of our houses a little bit more and just, get some friendships going. So that's what I had for you on my number 4. And number 5, this is the absolute most important one I have on my list that I have learned in my path to be so helpful. And that is to, if you're a lady, join a women's Bible study or a men's study group. I've loved my women's Bible study through the years. I need to get back in doing that again because that is super important. I mean, it helps you not only grow in the Lord, but grow in fellowship with your brothers and sisters in Christ. So I'm going to really encourage you this year, friends, to really just, get in a Bible study, a really good one, because, you'll be so glad. Yeah, it might be at night and you're tired, this and that, but I'm telling you what, the ones I've gone to on a Monday night, I'd be so tired when I get there. Not kidding you. I'd leave, I'd have so much more energy when I would go, before I would go in, sorry. I'm telling you, this is so, so important. So please, please just take these tips and really think about it. Think outside the box, I say. If you have to do it on a budget, do it on a budget, but just get out there. You don't want to experience this midlife burnout. It's not worth it, friends. Life is too short. It's not meant to just, grinding all day long and just sleeping on the weekends. That's no fun. So let's get outside our comfort zone this year. Let's make 2026 great. And let's just avoid this darn burnout before it happens, okay? So that's what I had for you today. Hope this helps you. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you again later. I heard Jeff coming home, so I'm going to go see him. And I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being here. Leave me a comment. Give me an idea. Is there something I missed on my list? Maybe there's something that I missed on here that I would love. So thank you so much. I'll see you again in the next video. And remember, friends, God loves you very much. See you in the next one.